Today we're going to talk about real estate, the benefits and the deficits of real estate, what you have to do to qualify to get your first home, and for real estate investors, which you have to do in terms of getting the right real estate broker to link up with to purchase that right investment property. So, Mr. Harold Defazio, can you tell our viewers exactly how long you've been a real estate broker?
I've been in a real estate broker for about 9 years, and I've been in the business for 23 years.
Okay. And can you elaborate to our viewers, do you feel as though the real estate business is a lucrative business?
It is a lucrative business. If you work hard, you'll be successful. It's not a profession where you come in and not do things. I mean, you get out of it what you put into it.
Okay. And can you elaborate to our viewers, how many real estate transactions have you closed on last year?
Last year I probably closed about 22 deals myself.
Okay. Alrighty.
While running the office.
Okay. And was all those transactions residential? Were they commercial?
It's a mix of residential and commercial.
Okay. Alrighty. And do you have any real estate agents at your office who specializes in income producing properties?
Well, I have one of my agents actually runs a property management division,
Okay.
but most of the agents do work with investors as well as regular buyers.
Okay. Alright. And in your opinion, where do you feel as though the real estate market is headed at this point?
Well, right now it's a little tough in real estate, but I guess over the last 18 months with the rates jumping around, it's sort of scared off the first-time buyers, which has slowed the market. I think hopefully within the next 9 to 12 months, with the rates coming down, things will start to pick up again.
Alrighty. And in terms of credit, let's say a married couple want to purchase their first home. Is credit extremely important when you're purchasing your first home?
Yes, credit is definitely important because the better your credit rating, the lower the interest rate that you'll end up paying. If you have a bad credit, you'll end up paying a higher interest rate.
Alright.
And in the long run, you'll be paying a lot more for your home.
Okay. Now I know that real estate brokers across the globe, they spend about $3 billion in advertising. Can you elaborate to our viewers how much capital do you spend in terms of marketing?
Well, as far as marketing, we do the normal magazines, newspapers, but the internet is becoming huge. 70 to 80% of the buyers today go to the internet before they come to see a realtor. Okay. So we're starting to do less paper advertising and more internet advertising.
Okay. Alrighty. And do you have a strong power team at your establishment?
We have 9 offices throughout Bucks, Montgomery, Philadelphia, and New Jersey right now.
Alright.
We have a mortgage company, title company, insurance company, so it's one-stop shopping. Somebody comes in, they don't have to go anywhere else. We can help them in all facets of the business.
Okay. And in terms of let's say a seller wants to put their market. Let's say a seller wants to sell their home and put it on the market.
Mm-hmm.
What 2 agreements that they have to sign in terms of that they want to sell their house?
Well, the first thing they have to sign is the consumer notice.
Okay.
That's explaining that to them the different agencies that they can be involved in, and then a listing contract, and then a net proceed sheet showing them approximately, it's an estimate at the time of a listing, what they could end up walking away with.
Okay.
Until you get an actual full-blown contract on the property.
Alrighty. And let's say that a real estate investor, he's interested in purchasing a property in the Horsham area, and he wants to purchase a property in a good location. Can you give that real estate investor a thorough market analysis of that area?
Yes, through the internet or Trend, our mobile listing service, we can go in and pull out comps showing what other properties that are on the market and things that have sold in the general vicinity to give him a good idea of what the value should be of the property that he's looking to purchase.
Okay. And do you own any investment properties yourself?
At this time, I do not. I used to own a couple properties, but, sold them.
Okay, alrighty. And in your opinion, how do you feel about the subprime market?
Well, the subprime market is a market that is there, it's always gonna be there. I mean,
Okay.
you know, people, wanna buy homes. The question is, how do we get them financing?
Alrighty.
There are companies out there, our own mortgage company, Allied Mortgage, is a mortgage broker, so they can handle some of the subprime loans that are out there. I know that, you know, with everything that's going on in the banking industry, they have made it a lot more difficult for subprime loans to get processed, but, you know, there are still some companies out there that can get them through.
Okay. Now, for real estate investors interested in purchasing pre-construction homes, do you feel as though that it'll be lucrative to the real estate investor to purchase a pre-construction home that has a good subdivision?
Yes, if depending on where it is and how much and all that, it's possible to buy a property, keep it till the end of the development and resell it at a higher price. You know, it's a little tougher today than it was in the past, but because of the way the market is, but it's certainly possible to do that.
Alrighty. And for a real estate investor, do you feel as though that location is key in terms of investing?
Location, location, location.
Alright.
You wanna make sure it's in a good location, you're paying a decent price for it, and try not to overpay, and you can't go wrong.
Okay. Now, what differentiates yourself as being a real estate broker? What makes you different from a real estate broker that works at Keller Williams or Record or Caldwell Banker or Remax?
Well, I think that, you know, not so much the agencies, the individual is the difference. I mean,
Okay.
people, when you work with someone, you have to feel comfortable with them and know that they're looking out for your best interest. And that's key, that, you know, you pick a real estate agent that, you know, isn't worried about their pocket, they're worried about taking care of you and handling you in a professional manner.